example of a good artery and a bad artery. Our essential question, what is cholesterol and why is too much cholesterol bad for the body? So this kind of gives you an example of cholesterol. Now cholesterol is good for the body, but in low amounts. The problem is we put too much of it in our bodies, kind of like sugar and fat and those kinds of things. Now I'm just going to show you an example of how blood flows through your arteries. Now which one do you think represents the healthy artery? Obviously this one on this side, because the blood flows nice and smoothly the way your body has intended it to flow. Okay, so the heart's pumping, and just the blood goes where it needs to go, nice and easy for every pump of every beat of the heart. Now this guy right here has an artery that is collecting plaque on it, okay, or it has too much cholesterol, so it builds up on the walls of the artery and it inhibits or slows down the blood flowing to where it needs to go. So what happens is when blood does not get to where it needs to go, okay, that part of the area of your body can die. For example, if the blood is not beating to your brain, you have a stroke. All right, that oxygen does not get to where it needs to go, stroke should happen. If your heart, for example, this guy right here, it's gets stuck, it's not getting to where it needs to get, the heart's having to pump super hard, all right, and the harder it pumps over a long period of time, and it's not going, and the heart's having to work super, super hard, to pump, 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 eventually that heart's just going to what? Stop. All right, might have a heart attack, okay, because it's having to work overtime. So, if you want to not be this person here, give me something you can do. Okay. Exercise. Exercising daily will keep you like this guy right here. All right. It burns off that cholesterol, that extra fat in your body, get it out of your system. Okay. It doesn't build up on the walls. What else can you do? Yes.
Limit the bad food that you eat. So maybe just a little bit less.
So Hayden said limit, okay? It doesn't mean you don't have to cut out all the junk food, all right? But if you have a healthy diet of unhealthy food, okay, you're going to start developing this on the walls of your arteries. Now, is this something that happens overnight, or does it take time to do that?
It takes time.
It takes time. This is a bad habit that you develop over time, okay? So what else? Yes?
Jogging.
Okay, so exercising regularly, we established that. I will keep you more like this guy right here. Yes, Alan?
Riding a bike.
Exercising will help you maintain this. So eating healthy, staying away from a lot of junk food, okay? Exercising 60 minutes or more. What else will help? Yes?
Sleeping for a good amount.
All right, so getting good rest is just overall healthy for the body, and drinking lots of water. Absolutely. So again, a doctor sees this guy, he's going to instruct you to do all those things we just talked about. If you're already maintaining those things, then this is who you will always be. Now, how many of you have known somebody that has died of a heart attack or had a heart attack? Okay, it's very, very common in today's society, and it's mostly with adults. Okay, it does happen now with teenagers, but it's mostly with adults because they don't say, hey, you know what? I want to die of a heart attack today. They go, you know what? I'm having to work overtime. I'm having to take my kids to practice here and there. I don't have time to go home and fix a healthy meal, so they're stopping and getting the junk food. They're not making time to exercise because they're super, super crazy busy. All right? You have to stop and take time for yourself. Okay? If you don't, it'll eventually affect you and your family. Have to make time for yourself. So establish a healthy routine of eating healthy, of exercising, drinking lots of water, okay? And then you can add in the fun, the stuff that's the junk foods and things like that every once in a while, okay? So we want to stay away from too much cholesterol in our body. We want to stay away from an unhealthy artery. So we don't have to overwork our heart to get that blood, through our arteries. So, any questions? All right, so today's activity will get us moving and shaking and